videos half naked. Okay, healthy eating costs $1.50 more per day. I'll tell you what, science, let's agree to disagree and I'll meet somewhere in the middle. I agree that the price of blueberries are ridiculous and it's almost as bad as printer ink. And yeah, I said it. Have you ever tried to buy a little thing of blueberries for them? They're like $5, and out of that $5 carton, there's like 40% of them that are actually edible. The rest are prunes. Prunes for them. What were we talking about? Watch this. Yo, according to a study submitted by senior medical correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta for CNNHealthNews.com, healthy eating costs $1.50 more per day than eating unhealthy. They go on to say our aim was not to evaluate whether one specific product costs more than another, but whether healthier foods in a broad class cost more than unhealthier foods in the same category. Now, Forum, this got me thinking a bit. In this study, they attempt to make the correlation that because of the price of healthier foods, it is harder on low-income families to be healthy. And with that, I had to think about my own childhood. You know, I definitely didn't have much, and I'm not the type to dwell on the past, but if I had $5 for them, where would I go and why? Well, if I had to think about it, I would say it would be McDonald's or any fried chicken that was cheap of your choosing. Church's Chicken, Williams Chicken, Pilgrim's Pride, Popeyes, you name it, that's where I would have went to. But why? Surely a pack of tuna with ramen or a pound of turkey meat would have been better, but why did I not do it? Why did we not do it? Why did society as a whole not do it? See, in my opinion, money is an issue, but it is dwarfed by another in our community, in our society. Black, blue, green, white, and purple. We face this problem, and this is a lack of knowledge when it comes to health. We are told what we want to hear, and the next big thing is better than the last big thing, and you know, from TV shows and magazines, and it's all a delusion and act, because I promise you, if I knew what I know now, my decisions would have been different, my outcomes would have been different, and I would have been different. But then again, I sure as heck wouldn't be in front of you making this video, so I guess everything happens for a reason. So that's gonna do it for this episode, Foreman. I would like to know your opinion. What do you think about this kind of a topic? Do you think that you spend more on healthier foods than you do on unhealthier foods? Because if you ask me, back in the day when I was a kid, then yeah, I would agree. But now, you know, let's just take a look at some of my more negative food choices. So let's go with Chick-fil-A, my arch rival that I haven't been to in a year and a half. Yeah, I know, I should probably go back. But in any event, Chick-fil-A, when I was bigger, what I actually did, I would go and get 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, 1 spicy chicken sandwich, a large fry, a large lemonade with high C put together, maybe some ice cream, maybe a cookie, and some honey roasted barbecue sauce, maybe about 4 packets. I would even put the honey roasted barbecue on the french fries because they taste delicious that way. Maybe a little bit of ketchup on that. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So if I had to put all that together, we're talking about $17, $18, $19. So if I took that $19 and I put that towards something else, like let's say in a fast food restaurant, a Genghis Grill, which is basically a chicken grill, or we'll just go ahead and use Chipotle because that's more of a bigger chain. It is more prominent in the United States and other countries and everything like that. Well, Chipotle, you can get a burrito, you know, with extra protein or extra chicken or beef or whatever your protein is for about $10. So basically that is actually $7 less. Now that doesn't count drinks and stuff like that. So to each his own, I would say it's probably around the same price. When I actually started to lose weight and started to change my nutrition around, I noticed that my pay, as far as what I decided to put towards food, was almost identical. So the main meal would cost, $10 to $15, whereas you would spend $10 to $15 total, or $10 to $15 total with just, the drinks and the French fries and an apple pie, something like that. So technically, I literally broke even when it came to my pocketbook, when it came to eating healthy versus unhealthy, because when you put it all together, it's really just the same. It really kind of depends on how badly you eat, but I would like to know your opinion on this forum. What do you think about that? And that is going to do it for this episode. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you really want it for me, go ahead and subscribe. I love you either way. Block 1 to the left, block 2 to the right, down to the bottom right is my Facebook site, and that is going to do it for this episode. And yes, I have a Facebook site. I created one. So that goes 3 sites that I actually have now. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. If you like it, go ahead and hit a like button on the Facebook site. It took me forever to make one. And it also has a search engine on there. Well, not really necessarily a search engine, but my covers for all of my episodes, you can actually click on them as pictures and it will take you to whichever video it corresponds to. So go ahead and check that out if you guys get a chance. And so yeah, so now I have 3 sites. I got to figure out a better rhyme for it. But that's going to do it for this episode. Talk out.